The show with it this morning, the New York Times reports that 9 other unnamed financial institutions, in addition to JPMorgan, has also had their customers' personal information stolen. Come on in, Vinny Troia. He is the CEO of Night Lion Security. Vinny, I want to advance this story. I want you to take us forward on this. The Apple Pay system on the iPhone 6, is that going to help prevent attacks in the future? Is it a way round the credit card problem?
I think, yes, I think it is a way around the credit card problem, but in the case of JPMorgan and some of these other banks, I really don't think it's going to have much of an impact because this particular situation, they're going in and potentially accessing people's checking accounts and other, mortgage accounts and things like that.
Yeah, I understand that. And so far, the big impact from this monster hack, I'm calling it the monster hack, the big impact has been on credit cards thus far. JPMorgan says nobody's lost any money, nobody's account has been penetrated, no funds, money actually shifted. So I'm concentrating for now on the credit card side of this, which is what has affected most people. Half the members of our production team this morning say they've had their cards compromised. They've had to give back their cards and get new ones issued. That's half my team. I was hacked. My MasterCard accounts, all compromised, all gone, got to wait for replacements. So what I'm looking for is a way around this. And I'm suggesting that maybe the Apple iPhone 6 and the payment system therein, and Facebook, they're saying that some experts say that maybe there is something within their Messenger app which is also allowing mobile payment. Is this the way of the future so that we can get around this problem?
Absolutely, yeah, without a doubt. The Apple Pay system is really going to revolutionize things. I mean, they're eliminating the credit card number from the process, so nobody's going to be. There's no potential to intercept that number. There's no potential for somebody, stealing your wallet and getting your card that way, or even, any of these sort of much larger hacks that occur. But I would like to sort of issue a word of caution with the JPMorgan situation because even though that there were no actual credit card numbers taken, it's very easy for hackers to match usernames and passwords from the usernames from the JPMorgan situation with the database of, for example, 1.2 billion passwords that they already have on file. So now they literally just have to start going down the list, and they can potentially log into several people's checking accounts and just drain money that way.
Do you have any information that this has happened?
No, but I think it is the very logical next step.
That would be theft on a grand scale, wouldn't it?
Potentially, yeah. And so, but when you start looking at how many people were involved in JPMorgan, you have 76 million accounts compromised. I guarantee that at some level, some of those usernames and passwords have been reused because it's just sort of the nature of how things are now. And so criminals literally just have to go down the list and find ones that hit.
Now, we've got the report from the New York Times, came out very late Friday night, that 9 other financial institutions were also hacked, along with JPMorgan, and that was 83 million households there. Does that mean that the information, private information, on a majority of American adults is now out there and can in fact be used to drain money from our financial accounts? I mean, that's a nightmare situation, Vinny.
I really think it is. And, to take that one step further, JPMorgan did issue a statement saying that no passwords were taken. Now, from the perspective of an attacker, that actually makes a lot of sense to not touch those passwords, because the moment those passwords are taken, now JPMorgan is going to force a password reset and they pretty much become worthless. So now, I mean, it's sort of it's a longer way of doing things, but it will eventually be more effective for them. So people should absolutely make sure that the passwords on their checking accounts are changed, not reused, and that they are monitoring activity to make sure that nothing fraudulent is coming out of their accounts.
If somebody penetrates somebody's account, if a hacker gets right through to a private bank account and takes money out, who's on the hook to replace that money? Is it the bank? Who is it?
I think it is the bank. I mean, I think it's under $250,000. It's federally insured, so it is, it's up to the bank.
Okay. Vinny, I think there's something going on here in the background which we don't know about. There may be some orchestration. That's my question. Do you think something's going on in the background that's going to develop into a huge problem in the very near future? Do you share my anxiety?
I really do, unfortunately. And when you look at it from the perspective of just simple volume, I mean, you start taking money out of different people's accounts, eventually it starts to add up. And part of the problem now is the transactions are so small that everything is sort of insured, and the banks are eating the cost of this. But I mean, at some point, the banks are going to have to get fed up and start taking some action against a lot of this.
We wait and see, and we live in hope. Vinny, Troia, thank you very much indeed.